Kill the intruder.
Okay, well that's interesting. Yeah, that's right, Basement Losers. Dusk is getting a remaster. 5 years after its initial release, too. That's kind of odd, I thought. At least I thought it was weird until I started looking at the gameplay of the remastered version of Dusk, and oh my god, give me more. It looks awesome and beautiful. Now, obviously, Dusk isn't a bad-looking game. It actually looks pretty good. And obviously, it's trying to emulate the style of early 90s shooters. Like, when you look at Dusk, it doesn't look like incompetence passed on as art direction. It looks like someone had a vision to pay an homage to early 90s shooters, and they made it perfectly. Dusk came out around the advent of this whole boomer shooter trend we've been going through with first-person shooters, and that's why a lot of these new age retro shooters are so boring, is because they focus too much on the way the game looks and not how the game feels to play. Yeah, Ion Fury is really cool. It uses the build engine, and it has that classic FPS look, and there's a charm to that, don't get me wrong. But Ion Fury isn't played because it's made on the build engine. Ion Fury is so loved because it's a really competent shooter. That's why I'm really fucking with this remaster. I mean, it just looks awesome. It's Dusk, but with updated models. And yeah, sure, there's gonna be some people out there that don't think this is needed, and honestly, it's not really needed. Dusk looks like a fine game the way it stands. But I'm really appreciative that I'm now going to get an option to make the game look more modern. When these retro-style FPSs first started coming out, it was kind of cute when they looked like shit. But now, here we are like 6-7 years down the road, and the trend is still going. Like, I'm sorry, I want the games to actually look good sometimes. So I'm not gonna lie, when I saw this trailer, I picked Dusk back up and I played through the first episode again. Because Dusk is just a fun game, and I'm really hyped for this HD remaster now. One of the biggest reasons that I'm so hyped for this remaster though is because it'll give me an excuse to make another Dusk video. Because my original Dusk video that I planned to make like 6 months ago, I lost all the footage that I recorded, and I didn't want to re-record the footage. But now that there's going to be a remaster, there's going to be new content to cover, so my brain can justify playing the game again. Although I might have been a little too overzealous because I got so excited that I emailed David Oshry, the CEO of New Blood Interactive, trying to pull my YouTube clout to get an early access copy of Dusk HD. I kid you not, the CEO of New Blood Interactive responded to my email by saying, "It no ready yet." And while I understand that this is an emphatic no basically, I'm still really confused on why he said it the way he did. In 4 words, he left me more confused than I have ever been in my life. Right, because my initial email that I sent to Dave Oshry was the most formal businessman-like thing that I have ever concocted, because I wanted to leave a really good first impression on New Blood Interactive's CEO. And I didn't even get a response with punctuation. Translation, me and Dave Oshry are the best of boys. We're literal bros, we go way back, and he loves me, and he's not annoyed by my existence. In closing, I'm really excited for this HD remake of Dusk. So excited, in fact, that I might actually go out and buy a sealed copy of Dusk for the Nintendo Switch so I can add it to my sealed Switch collection. That, and I want video game developers to stop making their first-person shooters look old because it's trendy. Just make a good-looking game that plays fun.